Stages Theater was founded in 1993 by Brian Kojac. The goal was to establish and maintain an aggressive production schedule for the purpose of accelerating the development of the artists involved. Stages Theater was located in an industrial complex in Anaheim, California, and sat 50 to 60 patrons depending. In 1993, Stages Theater produced 26 primetime and late-night productions. This was one of our late-night shows which performed after primetime shows with minimum set adjustments. As a reminder, this is a theater production, designed and intended to be performed for a live audience. This video is a record of the production, but unfortunately the lighting, sound quality, and the camera's focus, or lack thereof, cannot compare to the actual live performance experience.
That is allowed here. Some of you have already picked up on that, and please continue to enjoy yourself in the relaxed atmosphere. You can dress as casual as I am. Isn't that great? It gets warm in the summertime, so if you come back here, we're going to work on some more air. Please dress as comfortable as you like. Okay, don't dress up for us because we're not dressed up for you. Our attitude here is relaxed. What late night is, it's written from within our company. Every episode of Late Night, and there's 10 in our first 6 months, our first season. And like I said, we have a staff of writers, primarily comedy. Our late night starts at 11 o'clock, goes till 11:40 without intermission. So if you need to use the restroom, you got about 30 seconds to run and use it, and then you're set for about 45 minutes of comedy, satire, spoof. We do just about anything in the late night format. This show closes tonight. It opened last night, it closes tonight. It's that quick. We only have 3 rehearsals for late night. It's a condensed production schedule. Works great for our performers who are strapped to reality through jobs and etc. So we kind of live on the edge with late nights. So we hope you enjoy our evening. And Patty's going to unplug that light up there. There we go. Thank you. And our next late night, episode 2, is called Blood, Sweat, and Beers. Difficult to describe, but please come out and see it. And it opens. If you don't, on the back of your program, you have our calendar. So everything you need to know about what we're doing. And we're active most every weekend of the 6 months. So please come out and join us again. Make your reservations early because we will sell out. And as soon as word gets around what we're doing here, I'm sure we're going to have a lot of trouble selling or getting you in here unless you make early reservations. So please do. Enjoy your evening, and we hope to see you there again.
Talk amongst yourselves. attorney that in order for this document to be legal, I would need several witnesses to be present. That's why I've called you here, to be my witnesses. First, let me say that I, Lee Wallace, do leave everything I own, with the exception of my 1972 autographed Oakland A's baseball, to my loving wife, Jenny. Honey, I know how difficult this has been on you, but we've talked about this before. You know how I feel. I die knowing that I've left you well cared for financially. It was worth the time spent away on business trips. Finally, to my son, Randy. Sorry I won't be here for you, son. I've tried to be a good father in the time we've spent together. And I want you to know, I want you to always remember that I love you. I'm leaving you my autographed baseball. It has Reggie Jackson's name on it. He'll be in the Hall of Fame someday. Lastly, although I'm dying relatively young, I leave with no regrets. I've lived a full life. Got to do a lot of things that others never do. Go to Europe. See the World Series. Been a lucky man. Yes, sir.
Hello, I'm Sally Struthers. I would like to thank all of you who have helped us in feeding our hungry. But there are others that need your help. The families that fall in the 100,000 and plus tax bracket. Because of President Clinton's recent tax reform, these people desperately need your help. They will no longer be able to afford their expensive food, their fancy cars, or their large houses. They might have to go out and get real jobs, and we don't want that, do we? All you have to do is send us $1,000 a month, and you'll receive a monthly progress report on your host family, which will include a pie chart, pictures of your family skiing in Aspen, copies of the invitations to the parties that you were invited to, and much more for only $32.35 a day. How could you not help these people? They are desperate. They have nowhere else to turn, and they may resort to criminal acts. They know that. Because I'm one of those people. Please send your donations to Feed the Rich, P.O. Box 1022, Beverly Hills, California, 90210.
sue the manufacturers of Castrol GT motor oil for the unauthorized use of his name. Apparently, the one-time guerrilla rebel leader will be asking for punitive damages in excess of $20 million after an incident of rage in which Mr. Castro is said to have bitten off his own foot upon hearing the news of the alleged misuse. The American Civil Liberties Union came out in support of the Cuban leader today, saying, "This is about more than a lawsuit. This is about the lens of Marxist dictators everywhere."
Manuel, please send in the next applicant.
Hi, Jim Campanella.
Barb Allen.
Pleased to meet you.
Hi. I've been looking over your application here, Joe.
Jim.
Pardon me, Jim. Do you feel you're qualified for this position?
Well, like I wrote in the application, I've been computer programming for 12 years.
And what was the reason for leaving your last job, Jeff?
Jim.
Jim.
They filed bankruptcy and laid me off.
So how long have you been unemployed?
8 months.
Whoa, that's a long time. Well, Jed, I'm afraid you're not quite qualified for this position. However, since you've been out of work for so long and you seem to know something about programming, I'm willing to go out on a limb here.
Oh, Miss Allen, I'd appreciate that. My wife had a baby last month and we just used up the rest of our savings.
Yes, times are tough. Here's the position, Joe. You'd be responsible for reprogramming and updating all of our software, performing technical research on present and future projects, prioritizing work schedules, often on critical timelines, and communicating clearly and concisely, both orally and written, current status with customers, vendors, staff, and consultants. Are you interested?
Absolutely.
When can you start?
Anytime.
Great. We'll begin on Monday at $4.75 an hour.
$4.75. That's 40 cents more than minimum wage.
Well, that's right, Jerry. You see, we believe that minimum wage does not encourage strong work habits. That's why we add that extra incentive to show our employees we care. And in return, they will go that extra mile for us and a customer.
Do you believe a person can maintain a standard of living at $4.75 an hour?
Absolutely. Let's take a look at your application. I see under hobbies you've listed skydiving. That's an expense you don't need. Backpacking? I don't think so. There's a savings right there.
Yeah, sure, I cut out my hobbies, but I still don't think that's enough.
All right. What are you paying for rent?
$4.25.
$4.25? Don't you think that's just a little too high? Let me show you something. Here's a studio at La Vista Apartments for $300 a month. That's a savings of $125.
Yeah, but I have a wife and baby to feed.
And how much is that costing you?
$300.
$300? Whoa, you've been living like a king, haven't you? You can buy 10 pounds of rice, feed a family of 3 for 2 weeks at $11.24. See, that's $22.48 a month. Add 2 quarts of soy sauce at $4.50, 4 containers of powdered milk, $14.80. You ban instant coffee, $13.78. 20 pounds of apples, $16. And for dessert, Jello, 15 boxes for $22. That comes to a total of $93.63. That's a savings of $206.84, John.
Jim.
Jim.
So I would live off rice, powdered milk, apples, and jello.
Hey, there are people starving out there.
I understand, but it's not that simple. I've got car payments, auto
You don't
insurance.
need a car. The Vista Apartments are only 2 blocks away. A block east of there is Food King. Anywhere else you need to go, you can take the bus. That's a big savings right there.
Yeah, but
Jed, it sounds to me like you're not willing to sacrifice.
no, I'm willing to sacrifice.
Well, good. And I'm sure your wife will be happy to know that you got a job.
Yeah, she would.
Great. Then everything's going to work out fine.
Yeah, I guess so.
You do want a job, don't you?
Of course. Yeah.
Great. Welcome aboard, Jerry.
Thanks.
There's a new attraction in the city of Anaheim this week, a petting zoo. Visitors will have the opportunity to pet, rub, and fondle the newborn livestock. The proprietor, former leader of the All-American Boys Choir, Father Coughlin, said all children should experience this hands-on encounter.
Look, Paul! It's William Shakespeare standing on our table! Well, it most certainly is. Why we're gonna get him down? Well, son, there are many methods of getting the great Elizabeth beat and playwright off of your table. But the one method I found to be most effective is to shoot him.
Mother Teresa will press charges against Shannon Gordy following the February 27th incident that occurred outside the Suck Club, a local discotheque. According to witnesses, Doherty, the infamous star of the popular TV series Beverly Hills 90210, slapped and kicked the Nobel Peace Prize winner after Mother Teresa reportedly made suggestive comments to Shannon's alleged date, the Reverend Cardinal Mahoney of Los Angeles. Cardinal Mahoney denies involvement in the incident, saying he was only there to find out exactly when conception begins.
Get him! Knock him down! Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I wish there was more of us. Those orderlies are big, and there's a lot more of them than us. Do not wish one more. Rather proclaim it. Those of you who don't want to fight, then go ahead and leave. Let him go. We don't want him fighting with us. His bladder probably couldn't take it anyway. Tomorrow they are serving beans and wieners. Whoever can digest that and not have to use a laxative will have a settled stomach whenever this day is mentioned. He that shall see this day will every year boast, tomorrow is bean and wieners. Then he will hold up his broken cane and say, this cane I broke over the head of some college student on bean and wieners day. Social Security forgets, yet all shall be forgotten. Although he'll remember what he did on that day and all who were there. Charlie the Jew, Sammy and Joseph, Warwick and Talbot, Felsenfeld and Lowenstein. For being their medicine cups, thus you remember it. This is the story you shall tell your grandchildren. And a bean or a wiener shall ne'er go by from now until you get Alzheimer's. We few. We happy few. We band of brothers. For he today who breaks his cane with me shall be my brother no matter how bad he smells. After today we're all gonna smell bad. And all those old fogies asleep in their beds will think themselves accursed. They will not hear, and will hold their manhood's cheap, whilst he speaks that fun with us on Bean and Wiener's Day! What is it? What
battle in her fight to keep her chinchilla ranch. As you know, Dotty's been fighting city officials who claim her specially bred 220-pound chinchillas have been attacking nearby residents and defacing public property with lewd graffiti. They have also been accused of leaving beer cans strewn about the local parks and Little League fields. Dotty claims these incidents are grossly exaggerated and maintains the local neighbors were just jealous they weren't invited to her recent Sweet 16 party she threw for her prize-winning chinchilla, Nicole. As it stands now, Dotty can keep her ranch if she returns the Casey and the Sunshine Band records she borrowed from the city councilman, Sherm Laberstaff.
Dr. E. Raymond Juilliard. Thank you for joining us, Doctor.
My pleasure, Lord.
Now, tell us, Doctor, about your recent study. You've spent the last 4 years following the migration of the fell-beaked Yule crane. Am I correct?
No, Lars, you couldn't be further off. My research for the last 3 years has focused on the mating rituals of the unusual and incredibly rare four-toed dingle sloth.
Well, I certainly apologize. I don't know where this information came from. So, how is the study of the dingle sloth progressing?
Incredibly badly, actually. No luck at all.
Now, really, what seems to be your leading obstacle?
Leading obstacle. I'd have to say that our total inability to find a four-toed dingle sloth have to be the biggest problem at this point.
It's an elusive creature, then.
Yes, incredibly elusive, and one of the fastest creatures in the animal kingdom.
Now, you know, that is very interesting because usually when you think of a sloth, you think of an extremely slow, lumbering animal.
Yes, but that's what makes the dingle so unusual.
Now, when you say it's just one of the fastest creatures in the animal kingdom, well, just how fast is it?
Well, sightings are very rare, so exact data is not available. However, the South American genus, the ringed snout four-toed dingle sloth, has been clocked at just under 1,200 miles per hour.
Incredible!
Not really. When you consider the dingle's uncanny ability to pilot supersonic aircraft.
Absolutely incredible, Doctor. That must be what makes tracking down this dingle so hard for you if they're zipping around all the time in F-14s or what have you.
Well, actually, the preferred plane of almost all airborne varieties is the A-10 attack plane with heavy armor outfit. However, it's quite rare that they're able to get their little toes on one.
And why is that?
At $10 million per plane, they tend to be prohibitively expensive for the dingle, who subsists chiefly on gathering berries, digging for tubers, and landing an occasional merchandising contract. But as I was saying, you know, you're more likely to find a dingle in a single-engine Cessna or the like.
Well, that would make sense.
Yes. What really makes them so difficult to track down is a combination of factors, really. First, they have enormously complex migration patterns which follow no known geographical or seasonal parameters whatsoever. Combine this with their ability to, as we discussed, hop in an aircraft compacted by the creature's complete refusal to leave a forwarding address, makes these little four-toed buggers a serious bitch.
I can imagine.
I'm sure you can.
Now, I have never heard of this particular species, and I'm sure the folks at home are all wondering, what is the difference between the three-toed compared to the four-toed variety of sloth?
Well, right out the gate, there's the obvious fourth toe, which is the object of some controversy in the scientific community. Some researchers speculate that the added toe is a specially adapted foraging tool, while others insist that the added digit is no more than a cheap and poorly publicized media stunt propagated by a few mischievous sloths.
And do you believe that?
Not for a moment.
Fascinating.
Isn't it? Of course, there are other differences besides the toe in question. There are
behavioral differences, such as while the common three-toed sloth enjoys hanging about upside down in trees and generally staying close to his home, the four-toed dinkle spends much less time in trees, enjoys swimming, tennis, nights on the town, and tends to be particularly fond of the 70s crime drama, The Streets of San Francisco.
Now, why this particular show, Doctor?
The creatures have some sort of primitive connection with Carl Malden.
Now, you have spent quite a lot of time traveling in search of this bizarre creature with absolutely no success. Do you plan to continue this search?
Absolutely, Laws. You know, the difference between a real naturalist and a complete loony is an incredibly thin line. It's a line I'm comfortable walking, and I'm bound to keep on walking it until we either find this damn sloth or they drag me away, belting and covered in my own drool.
Yes, that's very interesting. And where do you plan to look next?
Well, that's still up in the air, actually. We tend to be leaning either towards the Hollywood Tropicana or the women's dressing rooms at Nordstrom.
Now, Doctor, do you really think you're going to find a dinkle in one of those places?
Not really, but it's a damn sight more fun than sitting in some bloody pushing Uganda now, is it?
It's just been fascinating talking to you, Doctor. But I'm afraid that's all the time that we have. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you next time on Interesting
Bashing your head into a wall may not be as bad for you as previously thought. Scientists in Helsinki, Finland released a study today that claims slamming your head into a fixed object, such as a wall or cement block, may actually be good for you. This contradicts the previous study, which suggests that slamming your head into anything hard and rigid could result in a brain trauma and is very, very bad. I guess the jury's still out on this one.
Are you tired of glasses that don't fit?
Hey, look! It's a $5 bill! Oh, no! My glasses have fallen off! I better pick them up! Oh, no! I've kicked my glasses in the street! Well, I better go get them!
Are you tired of uncomfortable contact lenses?
Darn these contacts. It's always when I'm cleaning my gun.
If you're tired of this happening to you, the folks at Lens Crafters announced a revolution in corrective vision services. Cornea Crafters. Yes, with Cornea Crafters, we actually sand down your corneas to correct any and all faults. No more annoying glasses, no more irritating contacts.
How bad? Wow! That's great!
New Cornea Crafters! New corneas in about an hour, or your money back.
In the world of entertainment, Arnold Schwarzenegger has announced that he is signed to play the lead in Paramount's new action-adventure movie, The Big Angry Cop. In it, Arnold plays the LA policeman who takes on a group of terrorists who hijacked Disneyland during the Passover holidays. To keep the terrorists from blowing up its small world, Arnold's character invents a gun that only shoots foreigners. Studio execs plan to release the film on Easter Day, 1994.
On next week's show, MacGyver suffers a mind-altering injury, which could change MacGyver forever.
Gee, MacGyver, I hope that 70-foot ball didn't hurt. Oh, no, Fanny. And it's Danny, sir. Oh, of course. Danny. Sorry. So as I was saying, I just used my windbreaker as a parachute, slowed my descent. Then it was just a matter of minimizing the impact.
But you landed right on your noggin. Even your big hair could have absorbed all that momentum.
Oh no, kids, don't worry. I just used that ancient Chinese method of deep breathing to inflate my skull with air, thereby creating a soft, pillow-like helmet.
Well, that's great, because we're going to need you to get out of here.
Yeah, those Albanian terrorists are coming back to interrogate us. Yeah, they look mean. And they smell even meaner.
Well, let's see what we're up against.
Where are you going? McIver. The door's back there.
Thanks, Danny.
That's Danny, sir.
This door is 6 inches of Sheffield steel with a Bavarian time lock.
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's see what we have to work with.
Oh, I got some old tinfoil that I keep my ding-dongs in.
I have some toothpicks.
Oh.
Here's the container I keep my birth control pills in.
What?
It's taking to clear my zits, okay?
Hey, so do I. Nothing to be ashamed of.
Wow, this is great. Remember that one time he took that bicycle, some old spray paint cans, and some M&Ms, and made that blowtorch to burn the lock off that van that guy was trapped without air?
Oh, that was so cool. Now remember, you take the oven mix and the curtain rod and the baking soda and its toenail clippings. They made that suspension bridge so we could escape from the Amazon living bridge and burn.
Oh, yeah.
How about the time when he disguised himself as the Latin American dictator using only the ingredients found in the Betty Crocker bun cake mix?
Oh, yeah, that was great. I wonder what he's going to come up with this time.
Maybe he'll come up with a laser or some type of explosive.
Yeah! Oh, come on.
That should do it.
What is that, McIver?
Is it some type of mini transmitter?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's what it is.
Nope, you're all wrong.
Well, what is it?
It's a little origami unicorn. See, I used Shelly's birth control pills to make the eyes.
Oh,
Isn't it cute?
yeah.
McIver, how's it gonna help us get out of here?
Yeah. How's that going to come up?
Oh, that door's much too strong. There's no way out. We're doomed. Need just some tissue. I want to make some origami seagull.
Ah!
Hey! I bet I can make a sweater out of this old robe.
Oh my God! McIver's young dog now, please help us, Jesus!
Is this the end for MacGyver and his friends? Has the fall turned MacGyver into a permanent ninny? Will Shelly's birth control pills make him grow breasts? Find out in next week's exciting episode of MacGyver.
Hey! What do you guys think of an origami woodchuck?
The top secret science agency announced today that it would be making no announcements. This announcement was immediately reacted with a press statement from the White House stating that the world's most secret science agency had no secrets and would be making daily announcements. When questioned for no particular reason, Senator Paul Simon said he believed the only secret the agency was working on was how many licks it takes to get to the center of Tippy Gore's brain. They broke policy and released a statement calling Senator Simon an idiotic, misinformed dunderhead. And furthermore, that Bridge Over Troubled Water was a grossly overrated album. Our culture could not be reached for comment.
Welcome once again to Interesting People. I'm your host, Lars Montel. Tonight we are privileged to have with us Elo P. Wackendack, founder and high priest of Children of the Churn, a religious organization dedicated to the worship of cheese. Reverend Wackendack, welcome.
Please, call me Uncle Elo.
Oh, all right then, Uncle Elo, thank you. Now, tell us if you would, why do you worship cheese of all things?
Well, it's really quite simple if you stop to think about it long. For centuries, man has struggled against the adversities of life. He has fought thousands of wars, faced plague, countless floods, rampaging cantaloupe creatures. And what has been the common thread? What has held him together through all of this strife and madness? Cheese.
Amen.
The sweet cheese of mercy. Cheese, cheese, oh glorious cheese!
Praise cheese! Hallelujah, praise cheese!
Oh, I'm sorry, Lars. I'll just get on with it. I'm on fire for cheese. Praise cheese!
Parmesan, yes!
That's very interesting. Now, you mentioned something about rampaging cantaloupe creatures. Now, do these creatures have some sort of significance in your religion?
Pardon? Oh, I see. I see what's going on here. You're trying to ruin my credibility. You're trying to confuse the issue. Well, it's not going to work. I've seen your type before, Missy. I've seen your type before. You're only trying to destroy the work we've dedicated our lives to. Matt and I did sell a measure of goat's cheese to Perseus. And the lentil soup did become lumpy. Remember that, my friend?
Praise cheese!
Now listen, I assure you, I'm not trying to ruin your credibility. You had mentioned something about rampaging cantaloupe creatures, and I really thought that unusual.
You know, I came on this show to talk about cheese. To talk about the issues. But you don't want to talk about cheese. All you want to do is harp on and on about some cantaloupe creatures that I may or may not have mentioned.
Now, you did say cantaloupe creatures, I heard you. Now, I wouldn't want to make an issue out of
You
it.
are making an issue out of this. You're obsessed with destroying us. I don't know why you people can't just leave me and my followers alone. You're only trying to destroy everything that we've ever worked towards. You know, you need help, buddy. Big time help. I don't know why you people don't just get a life and leave us to live ours in peace for the love of cheese, honestly.
Hallelujah, brother!
Praise cheese.
Praise cheese!
It's a very sensitive subject for you, so if you don't mind, I'd like to move on. Is that all right with you?
Well, I didn't start this, Lars. But if you would like to ask me a legitimate question, well, that's fine with me. But I also want you to know I'm not going to take these cheap shots lying down, Lars.
Fine. Let's see if this qualifies as a legitimate question. Now, I assume you have some religious manuscripts on which this cheese worship is based.
Well, yes, there's the two books, actually. The Chronicles of the Cheese and the Ancient Cheese Balls Go to Town. The first is a detailed account of the ancient cheese prophets, and the second is an illustrated children's book on selling hardback for $19.95. They were given to me by the great cheese high on the mountaintop, soon after the spirit of the cheese descended upon the people.
Now, why is it that the great cheese chose you to deliver the books and I'm assuming their message to the people?
He didn't say, actually. I assume it was because I had always truly loved cheese. And I was unemployed at the time, so I really had nothing better to do. But no man knows the mind of cheese.
Right. Now, is there one cheese that you hold above the others, or is it just cheese in general?
Cheese in general. However, we do celebrate certain feasts and festivals.
Ooh, such as?
Well, there's the Festival of String Cheese. The Feast of Sharp Cheddar. Day of Parmesan Reckoning. St. Labor's Eve. The Feast of Gouda. Day of Goat's Cheese Morning. The Rampage of the Giant Cantaloupe Creatures. The Pizza Feast of the Ashes.
Wait. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to stop you right there. You mentioned it again.
What?
The Rampage of the Cantaloupe Creatures. Now, I wouldn't want to bring it up, but you did say Rampage of the Giant Cantaloupe Creatures.
You misheard me.
No, you spoke quite clearly. You said cantaloupe creatures.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
Did it?
Did. Listen, this is on tape. Are you going to tell me about these cantaloupe creatures before I have to beat it out of you?
You've grown characteristically upset, Lars. I just came to talk about cheese. I mean, it's just that.
I just want to talk about cheese, that's all.
Now, Unky Elo, what about cantaloupe creatures?
Cantaloupe creatures, see? Cantaloupe creatures, they're secrets.
If there is a gigantic cantaloupe rampaging about the countryside, I certainly think it's something we should all know about, don't you? Yeah!
You'll laugh.
I won't laugh.
They'll laugh.
Who's they?
The cracker demons! Yes, they're everywhere!
Listen, Elo, I don't have any control over the magic, although I can assure you that if you do not stop talking about the cantaloupe creatures right now, I will bring my hands around your neck and hold them there until you are limp and lifeless.
Great cheese! Forgive me for my weakness. What do you want to know?
Everything.
The giant cantaloupe creatures, or the great melons of doom, as they are referred to in the Chronicles of Cheese, are, as you might imagine, very large cantaloupe. Some 30 feet tall with legs and big, nasty teeth. Once a year, these creatures would rampage through the land, devouring all the defenseless cheese farmers. And the giant cantaloupe festival commemorates St. Colby of Roquefort's brave stand against the marauding giants, armed only with the holy melon bars of Aquitaine, in which he turned back the marauding giants and made enough melon salad to feed the children of the cheese for 3 days.
Hallelujah! Praise cheese!
Now that wasn't so bad, was it?
No,
Then aren't you feeling better?
not really.
Good! So it looks like we're all out of time. Thank you so much for joining us on behalf of all the staff here at Interesting People and Lars Montel.
Well, it seems a study at Yale University has found a direct link between the consumption of vegetables and homosexuality. It's amazing, said Dr. Friedlander, head researcher, but it turns out that most homosexuals at one time or another in their lives have eaten a vegetable. His findings were immediately challenged by McNicol, founder of the Vegetarian Lesbians of California Society, calling his research biased and a vagrant insult against veggies and lessies everywhere. Tony Foster immediately banned ale. Ale retaliated by banning any showings of Freaky Friday anywhere near the campus. When questioned by the VLC, Dr. Friedlander laughed at their unshaved legs and said simply, instead of attacking his findings, they should eat meat like real men.
Hi, welcome to the Ox. How may I help you?
What did you say?
Welcome to the Ox.
The ox? Did you say the ox?
How may I help you?
This is Jack in the Box.
What can I get you, ma'am?
What's that kid's problem?
Ma'am?
We just ran away. What's his problem?
Oh, it's his first day. He's a little nervous.
Oh, he called this place the Ox.
The Ox. Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Well, that's the name of the restaurant, ma'am. The Ox. Great cheeseburgers, dirt cheap.
But this is Jack in the Box.
Excuse me?
Jack in the Box? The name of the place is Jack in the Box.
No, ma'am. It's the Ox. Great cheeseburgers, dirt cheap.
No. See, I drive by this place every day, and the sign outside says Jack in the Box. What's so funny?
Ma'am, the name of the restaurant is the Ox. Why would there be a sign out front that says Jack in the Box?
See, I drive by this place every day, and for the past 5 years, and the sign outside says Jack in the Box.
With all due respect, ma'am, would you care to come over here to the window and look outside?
Yes, I would.
You can see for yourself, ma'am, that sign says the ox.
You changed it.
Ma'am?
You painted over some of the letters.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No!
Yes. You didn't even do a good job of it. I can see where you painted over the Jack, N, and B.
No, you can't.
And please.
Look. Ma'am! The sign out front has no bearing on what the name of the store is. The quality, the style, nothing. The name is the Ox. Now, what can I get you?
I'll have a deluxe chicken sandwich with Swiss cheese.
I'm sorry, ma'am. We're all out of deluxe chicken sandwiches. Oh, may I suggest a cheeseburger?
No. I'll have a regular chicken sandwich then.
I'm sorry, ma'am. It's not the deluxe part we're out of. It's the chicken part. I could put the deluxe on a cheeseburger for you.
I don't want a cheeseburger.
I think you'd really enjoy a cheeseburger,
No,
ma'am.
I wouldn't.
Why not?
Because they kill you.
Excuse me?
Jack in the Box cheeseburgers are poison. They kill you.
Oh, where in the world did you hear that?
Oh, they do. 3 people have died from them already.
You're kidding!
No.
That's awful!
No shit.
Well, I assure you that at the Ox, our cheeseburgers are completely safe.
I don't think so.
We have 0 deaths today.
I don't want to take my chances.
It's well worth the price, ma'am. Big, juicy, 100% beef.
No.
And right now, they're on sale for half price.
Half price?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you eat them?
Oh, yes, ma'am. They're delicious.
Okay, eat one.
I would, but I'm a vegetarian.
You said you eat them.
Yes, I said I eat them, but that was before I became a vegetarian.
Okay, somebody can eat one.
He just had one, ma'am. I think he's a little full.
Just one bite.
He's really quite full.
Alright, it looks like I won't be having any cheeseburgers today then.
I'm sure you're right, ma'am. One little bite wouldn't hurt him. Kirby, come up here, please. Sir, come up here and bring a cheeseburger. Will you take a bite, please? This woman seems to think our cheeseburgers are dangerous.
I saw on the news where it said
Kirby, just one bite. Fries for that man.
He did the butt. Tell me it's some of the meat.
Kirby. The meat.
He hasn't swallowed it.
Fries for that man. Fries, ma'am?
He's dead.
Who's dead?
Cody! He just dropped dead.
Oh, I'm sure he's just a little tired.
Oh no! He's dropped dead.
Oh my! Cancer!
Cancer? Took a bite of the cheeseburger and he dropped dead.
Purely coincidence.
Don't you think you should call an ambulance?
There's no cure for cancer. Will that be a cheeseburger, ma'am?
No. I better have a shrimp.
Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. The shrimp is a dinner item. It's only served after 4.
Silly girl. Have 2 tacos then.
Sorry, we just ran out.
Chicken strips.
Sorry.
Turkey sandwich.
No.
Egg rolls.
No.
Gyro.
That's gyro.
Hi, buddy.
No.
Do you have anything besides cheeseburgers?
Well, you can see our menu, ma'am.
What do you have then?
Well, we have cheeseburgers
And
and fish. We have fish sandwiches.
I'll take it.
It's not quite as good as the cheeseburger.
I'll take it anyway.
All right.
Okay?
Anything else for that man?
No.
All right, that'll be $2 even, please.
There.
Enjoy.
I will. This is a cheeseburger.
No, ma'am. It's muy navy, a fish that tastes very much like beef.
Are you sure?
I'm quite sure, ma'am. Welcome to the Ox. Cheeseburger for you today, sir?
Renegade Theater producer Brian Kojac announces long-awaited economic plan on Thursday. Critics accuse the proposal of relying too heavily on nutty witticisms and pickled red herring. The two-page plan goes to Capitol Hill on Monday, where both House and Senate plan to do nothing whatsoever with the initiative. The president commented this afternoon, saying he had no plans to read the proposal until Mr. Kojac publicly apologizes for wrongfully linking the then governor to an underground lit fetish club.
I'm not going. I don't care.
I don't care either, you bastard. I couldn't care less. I wish you'd both drop dead.
I'm going. Kill you all. Eat your spleens.
No one eats my spleen.
Kill me. Put me out of my pain.
Please, my head is throbbing and I have to listen to this incessant whining.
Your livers. I'll eat your livers. Raw!
Try it, bitch. Just try and eat any part of me.
I want to go home. I want to go home. To Kansas.
Want to go too. You're all mad. Quite mad.
My soul is a nuclear device.
You can be so difficult, yet compelling.
Like a wretch. My soul is a nuclear device too.
There are no coincidences, only patterns, echoes in the corn.
Eat him first, please.
I will. Feast on your blood. Death. Blood. Dripping flesh.
I take that personally. Will you kill us all with your love? Perhaps.
Will you betray me?
Do you remember that leopard in the Golden Dawn?
Leopard? What?
The door is open to my eternity. I am alone. Oh no, I see the cosmic road flare. Beneath the boob and beyond tomorrow.